you going? Let me see. Her talons, she has one that has a little, it's like a comb in it that she can use to help preen herself. It's really amazing. Their talons, all of them, all the raptors have very sharp, like razor blades that just go right in without any effort. Many of them have very sharp sides as well to help make the talon go in. Why am I having trouble talking? But hers are extremely sharp on the sides. And if she were to just, she would not deliberately talon us, but if she were to just like scrape here, we would be bleeding just because it's like razor blades running over your head. Yeah. We do play with sharp objects, so we get used to that. Do you all have any more questions about Celeste? Yes.
What's the population?
They are very healthy. It's a healthy population. We see very few of them, and I think that's because they primarily are out in the fields and things, so that if they get into trouble, people don't see them. You know, whereas the other owls now are pretty much in neighborhoods. We have gotten several from, see if you can feel her breeze. We have gotten several from around the airport in Norfolk, which I think is crazy. I don't understand that, but there's something over there that's attracting them and that they need. So, but primarily you're going to find these way out like Pungo and deep Chesapeake and deep Suffolk, that kind of thing. We only get maybe a couple a year, whereas we may get 70 barred owls, 50 great horned owls. It's quite a difference.
And they're nesting, they nest in trees, they nest in boxes.
They actually nest on the ground. They prefer to be like in a loft-like area where there's a flat surface. They don't build a nest. They will just gather some of their casts, their pellets, to them to soften the area, and that's where the babies are. That's why, I mean, these birds are just fascinating. All the other owls are going to have like from 2 to 5 babies, and that's if it's a very good year for food. These guys can lay up to 18 eggs.
Oh, wow. At once?
Yes, for one clutch. It's crazy. Now they won't be able to raise all of them to fledge. Typically they have about 6. When we get a whole nest of babies in because the parent was killed or something, once again, typically they're going to be six babies in it. So I don't know, it seems like an awful much overproduction of calcium for them to do that to themselves, but there's a reason.
So,
we'll find it one day.
You don't know what happens to the other babies? Okay. The eggs just don't fertilize?
A lot of them, the eggs don't fertilize, and then a lot of them, there's huge competition between the young. And so the first one that hatches is going to be the biggest one, and then all the other ones will be successively smaller, and the smallest is going to be the least likely to survive. Not only because if the mom runs out of food, the smallest one doesn't get it, but also because the bigger ones will get older quicker and will perhaps prey on the babies.
I was going to say, do they eat their own?
Yeah. Well, I don't think the parents eat them, but I know that the parents will eat like the eggs because it will help them reabsorb that calcium. Yeah. Okay, very good. She can go back in. Now I'm going to tell you when he opens the door, you might want to wait a second for Linda to get out of your way because she's going to make get
She's like,
so he can open the door and then you approach and she's going to leap off your hand, so undo your finger there because we don't want her to get strangled. There we go. See? She does love her cage. Okay, honey, you want to get Sunny out?
No.
The piece de resistance.